I've been thinking a lot about Silent Hill 3 in, honestly, the last couple of months. It's a game that's almost as old as I am, and it's about so many personal and important things in regards to bodily autonomy, the freedom to choose your own life. Heather Mason goes through quite a lot to get rid of the parasite that's been forced into her body and trying to kill her from the inside. And I'm making this video to tell you all about the parasite trying to kill mine. For those who have been around for quite a while, you probably know a little bit about the journey I've been on. For the past 15 years, I have suffered from iron deficiency anemia in one form or another. It took 8 or 9 doctors and many, many years of determined research to figure out how and why. I have fibroids, many of them, extensively throughout my uterus. For those who don't know, those are kind of like cancerous growths without the cancer. They are benign tumors, essentially, that grow inside your organs, and they push on other organs, and more importantly, they disrupt the functions of the uterus. They make it so that you bleed so terribly that you lose all the iron in your body. When I was diagnosed this past March, I almost had no iron in my body. I was so tired, it hurt to talk from how out of breath I would get. You have so little iron in your body, so little healthy blood that your body tries to collect it and keep it in the torso to feed your organs. So you start to feel your hands and your feet and then your arms and your legs just go numb. It would be a nice warm day out and I would be incapable of feeling my feet or my legs. I would be under 8 or 9 blankets just trying to keep warm, while the side effects of the medication would mean I was having hot flashes and menopausal symptoms, sweating even as I was freezing. It was a miserable, miserable couple of years, honestly, but especially the last 6 months when it got very severe. We have tried many different paths and many different medications, and unfortunately, it looks like my best solution will be to have a hysterectomy, which is a major surgery. It's a very common major surgery. It is a very safe one, but it is a serious decision. One I've avoided making, but I feel I no longer can if I want to live a happy, healthy, fulfilling life. I am lucky. I am not someone that has ever wanted children, so this is not a emotionally difficult decision for me, but it is one that's difficult physically, since I worry about side effects, I worry about recovery, but I know I'm in a good position. I'm lucky to live with family who care and want to help me. I'm lucky that I have health care. I'm lucky that I have the option to perform this surgery and to recover. The last couple of years, I became so sick I could no longer physically work outside of the home. I couldn't be on my feet all day. I couldn't keep up with my coworkers. I lost 4 or 5 different jobs from my physical inability to work. I became functionally disabled. I was only able to get health care because of the Affordable Care Act, which has been a blessing and honestly probably has saved my life. And the medications that treat my condition are birth control, and in some countries, even abortifacients, abortion pills, can be used to treat this condition. Not in my country, because of how we are, but it's important that people understand that these kinds of convoluted, painful, and difficult health problems cannot be decided by anyone other than the patient and the doctor they are working with. There is no such thing as your body, my choice. No one knows how difficult it is living with what I've lived with. Even now, I feel the pain of the fibroids pushing on my intestines, on my bladder. I feel the pain that runs down my legs because of the hormonal issues that the medications cause. When I had to bleed so heavily for 3 to 4 weeks at a time because these fibroids cause such heavy bleeding, when I felt the iron leaving my body, unable to breathe, unable to work, unable to get out of bed, I felt like I wasn't a human being anymore. Everything that made life enjoyable was gone. I couldn't move, I couldn't focus, I could hardly breathe. I have to go through with this. And I'm glad that I have the choice. And I'm mostly making this video because I feel like this kind of thing isn't talked about enough. And maybe that's why we're in a position in my country where a lot of folks feel comfortable saying, your body, my choice. Next week, I will have my first pre-op appointment. By Thanksgiving, I will know when and where it will be happening. And I will probably be taking some time off from YouTube to be able to focus on my health and preparing for the surgery and then recovering. Hopefully by January, I should be in much better state. They are considering a laparoscopic surgery, which is less invasive, but we won't know if that's a possibility until after all the pre-op stuff is done. And again, I don't post this to make anyone worry or, for financial reasons. I am in a good, safe position. I just want folks to know what's happening and why I may be busy and why the last couple months I've really not put out as much as I have in the past. You'd think a new Silent Hill game I would be posting week after week, and I just don't have the energy or the strength. But I'm going to. And that's why I'm doing this. For me, so that I can live the life I want to. So I can post videos, and I can do research, and I can write and not be breathing hard while I'm doing it. I've had so many sweet comments and kind thoughts from fans and from other creators on YouTube and from developers behind the games that I love, which is incredible. And it really means a lot to me, especially now, in a time that's very difficult, but also, strangely, at the same time, uplifting. It's such a weird time to be in where, in my personal career, I feel like so many good things are happening for me, and in my personal life, so many difficult things are happening. But we will get through this. And we'll take care of each other, and we will control the fate of our own bodies, like Heather Mason, and like me. I hope none of you out there feel like my body, your choice, that your body, my choice garbage nonsense. It's not true. It can't be. No one can choose your destiny for you because nobody knows you the way you do and the way your doctor does. And if your doctor doesn't listen or isn't taking it seriously, talk to more doctors. It took me 9 doctors before one of them decided I needed an ultrasound to figure out what was happening. Sometimes people just aren't paying attention, or it's not their specialty, they don't know what they're dealing with. You gotta keep trying until you find answers. It took me 15 years, but I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna get healthy, I'm gonna get strong, and I'm gonna keep making videos about Silent Hill, about how Silent Hill talks about being free to make your own choices, fighting against people who want to control what others think and feel and do, about taking care of other people and helping them when times are hard. That's what Silent Hill is all about. It's about surviving together. And that's what we're gonna do.
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!